Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Good to see you here. Just a quick one. I've noticed a lot of you guys who are watching the channel and are coming back and watching it some more. A lot of you guys haven't subscribed, so please go and check out my subscribe button. Go and smash it. I'd really appreciate that. It really helps me to carry on what I'm doing, to get out there, to film these waves for you, and to bring these episodes to you. I was going to document the expo, go down to Cape Town and just document it as it unfolded. But that's not exactly how it turned out. There's just so much more that happened. You kind of have this preconceived idea in your head how it's going to work out and how it's going to be, but it was just actually so much more.
And there you have it.
Okay, so we got down to Cape Town and I went and booked into my hotel, which was in the inner city. And to be honest, I was a little bit nervous because I was inner cities in South Africa can be pretty scary. But I must say Cape Town's inner city was just amazing, just such a vibe. And that night that we arrived, we had planned to go straight to the inner city surf film festival, which was amazing. It took me about 10 minutes to walk there. When we got there, it was just, there were a couple of drinks and a couple of snacks and just such a cool vibe. And, I got to meet a couple of the guys, got to check out I think it's Kiss Surf Shop, which stands for, let me see if I can get this right. Keep it simple, surf. But yeah, it was really cool to just, mingle and get to know some guys, and there was a great way to kickstart the whole expo. That was their full night, and definitely next year I'm going to try and get one of my films in there. That's what I'm going to work. So it was quite inspiring to me. So the next day we headed off down to the expo, and to be honest, we had no idea. Well, I had no idea, what to expect. It's their first year, and it's also our first year. So it was really just walking into unknown territory.
And we are heading up the escalators to the Surf Expo Africa. So yeah, just going to be checking it out, meeting people, and just having a good time. Just hanging with the surf industry and the surf and sea industry, and just see what's happening and what guys have got to offer. Anyway, it's going to be a fun day.
I must say, when I arrived and spent literally in the first hour, I realized why I was there. And the cool thing about it is, for the last 2 years, I've just been making surf videos and posting, and you never know who's watching, or if, and you can see that people are watching, but you don't know what kind of impact you're having, or but I must say, just getting to see people and them recognizing me from the channel was amazing. It was just cool to see the other side, the people who are watching. So because when you're doing a vlog or a surf, you a lot of times you're standing on your own for hours filming surfing, or I'm sitting here alone doing this video. And just to be able to get out there, meet some guys, and just make those connections, it was actually incredible. And I had such an amazing time doing that. It was also really cool to meet people that had the same kind of interest as me, the same kind of visions, and with what they were doing. They were all in the same industry as me, and we all loved the surf and the water. So it was really cool to meet those kind of people who loved the same things as me. One of the big things that stood out for me at the festival was the little guys, the little entrepreneurs, the surf entrepreneurs, guys, the shapers, and the guys, selling their homemade sunscreen. That was so cool, That's what I loved about it, and that's the thing that surprised me the most, is that there were young guys, just creating their little businesses and taking them online and taking them to the industry. There weren't a lot of big guys there, big names, like some of the big brands. So it was really nice to go and be surprised by something you hadn't seen before, like the surfboard shapers, just to see the craft and the love they put into making a surfboard that's different from a normal surfboard, that are like a pro surfboard. You just see these guys who are artists and who are shapers as well. But there were so many things, and also they had this really cool idea where they had a booth, a glass booth, shaping bay, that you could stand and watch the guy shape a board from beginning to end. So a lot of innovative things happening, and yeah, like I said, just really cool to see all these young guys and new entrepreneurs, new little brands, clothing brands popping up, surf brands that are authentic and South African. And yeah, I was just so lucky to be able to support them and just to meet them, And so one thing, if you're out there and you see a South African brand, go and buy some of their clothing, go and support them. They're trying really hard, and it's fun, it's fun stuff. It's different stuff to the rest of the world. It's different to Ripple, Billabong, Quicksilver. It's different stuff. It's uniquely South African. Okay guys, so that was just a quick summary of the expo. It was really, really worth going down. I was in 2 minds whether to go down, but it was really, really worth it, and I had an absolute blast. I'm sure they're going to run it again next year, and maybe one of the things that I'd like to see there that wasn't there this year is I'd love to see like a social media or a film section where like YouTubers can get together and chat, and filmmakers, and for people to come in and meet those guys who make the films and meet the YouTubers. Maybe a guy like Dan Mace can jump in. I know he's a surfer, and be so interesting to kind of meet those guys as well, because I think that filming and surfing, there's always been that relationship between filming and surfing. So from Bruce Brown days with Endless Summer. So I think maybe to have something like that, a section where you can all come and chat about surfing and filming, and I think that'll be a nice draw card as well, and maybe get someone to do a talk on the whole YouTube space as well. But an absolute blast, absolutely worth it, guys. So I want to encourage you, if you didn't make it this year, make sure you get there next year, and I promise you won't be disappointed. Just to make the connections, to meet the people in the industry, to meet the people who live the lifestyle, the surf lifestyle. And it's not only surfing, there's a whole lot of other, there was freediving, there's wetsuit making, there was just a whole lot of other stuff that was so interesting that just revolved around the sea and the surf and the lifestyle that we live along our coastline of South Africa. Okay guys, just before I go, just a quick little update. They have started the third groin, which started while I was in Cape Town. I got back and I was like, whoa, this thing's like 40 meters out already. So yeah, super exciting to see that groin going out. It's an angled groin. So yeah, here's a couple of drone shots just so you can see what's happening. But yeah, super exciting, and I am going to be bringing you a really in-depth review and look at what's been happening this year since they started. I'm going to try and get that out next week for you, so look out for that. Anyway guys, thanks for jumping on the channel. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to go and subscribe, and join the journey with me. Watch some cool surfing along our beautiful coastline in the Eastern Cape. And but thanks for watching guys, appreciate it. See you in the next video.